Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geeks, man. Got your boy here feeling like an American hero out here, man. It's your boy Rail. Got the man that said he gonna fill his name CUZ from now on. We got Cuz in the building. We got the man that told you, man, he gonna be cussed until he die. We got Big J. We got the man that don't be playing around out here in these streets. We got BA, man. Listen, I'm glad y'all are here geeking out with your boys for another episode, y'all. Listen, if you're into geek content, you know what I'm saying, everything movies, TV related, go ahead and do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning as we continue to get our geek on. And also, to everybody, hit them likes for us today, man, as we continue to try to build that algorithm to find more geeks like yourselves. Also, if you have any questions or any comments for any of the I can't talk, but any topics that we have here on the show today, go ahead and put that in the comment section. We'll address those here at the end of the show. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. But before we do, man, we got to show the folks what we got going over here at the channel. Yes, sir. Listen, we do have merch for the channel. If you guys are interested in any of the shirts that you saw there on the screen, simply scroll down to the description box. There's a link to each one of the shirts in the description box below. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. We got a nice one here today. Let's go ahead and get into these topics here, y'all. Let's get into the main topic. Yeah. Listen. So Big J been asking, man, what is this movie about? I'm about to tell you. First synopsis for Spider-Man Brand New Day has been revealed, fellas. 4 years have gone by since we last caught up with our friendly neighborhood hero. Peter Parker is no more, but Spider-Man is at the top of his game, keeping New York City safe. Things are going well for our anonymous hero until an unusual trail of crimes push him into a web of mystery larger than he's ever faced before. In order to take on what's ahead, Spider-Man not only needs to be at the top of his physical and mental game, but he must also be prepared to face the repercussions of his past. All right, BJ, man, what you think about that, man? Does that sound like what you kind of thought it was going to be, or you thinking like, nah, I thought it was going to be something different, man?
I mean, so to go along with some of the leaks we've gotten, and if they dig deep into it, we hear that he's given up on being Peter, that he's 100% Spider-Man, and so, that's his life is out of balance. And apparently, also one of the leaks said something about MJ being a roommate or living in his building, and I think that makes sense because last week I saw she was going to MIT, but this is 4 years later, so she could be back out. But I would think if she went to MIT, she wouldn't be living in no hood apartment in New York. But hey, in this economy, you never know what's going on. She might not be able to get a job.
Right.
But like I said, it'd be interesting to see, and we've heard that causes the physical issues with him because his life is out of balance, and so that's why we heard stuff about cocoons and him turn into man spider. So like I said, this doesn't dispute any of that. It seems like it's kind of initiating or indicating that could be what's going on. That is going to reveal some of what we've heard some of these other leaks too. So we shall see. What you got, BA?
So we just skipped the college then. We skipped that all in general.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That sucks. I was hoping for it.
It's shaky, right? It's shaky, right? Some people just wanted him to get straight to working for JJ and doing, the selfies while he's working and all that other stuff. So it's just like, man, like you couldn't just like maybe a 3-year jump and he's like a senior, in college trying to do his thing, trying to juggle two. He could have had a job and still doing that at the same time. So that see when I say that you're like out of college, so like you're like a full-fledged like adult in a sense. And okay, bet. So I'm gonna wrap it up by just saying, it's just it's shaky to me. It's shaky. So I don't really know 100% like how I feel about that per se. It's just like, okay, I see what the issue is. Here we go.
Okay.
That sound better?
Yeah, much better.
I bet. So like I said, so it's shaky. It's shaky to me. It's shaky the fact that he just jumped through, and so now he's an adult. So he's going to be dealing with like real situations, like as an adult. But I thought he did. Like, did he not go to college? Was he not in New York University?
Well, but here's a question: he didn't have any transcripts, did he? I mean, he was going to take his GED when we left because all that disappeared. So
yeah, all right. This is the world that MCU put us in a sense, right? So it's just like. Yeah. So, all right. So, is he going to be having a relationship? Is he going to like? Should I expect that version of Peter Parker? You know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to be? Not saying smashing like that, but should he be getting into like adult situations and stuff? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about. So, I'm going from him being like the friendly neighborhood guy, very adolescent. Because he went through we saw him in high school. So it's like we've seen him go through high school from that kid to now he's an adult, right? He's like 20, 23, 24 out in these streets. Like, that's a different mentality. We all know to compare your 24-year-old self to your 16-year-old self. Completely different people. You know what I'm saying? So that's the person I have to look at when it comes to Spider-Man. And will it be more curse words coming out as well? Things like it's the small little things. And that's what I was like, all right. So that's my main caveat. When it comes to that, so I have to want to get my head wrapped around that because I wasn't expecting that. And two, so he has to prepare himself physically. Well, physically, if he's 23, 24, he should be almost peak as it is now. So that shouldn't be a problem. Mentally, well, of course, his mental game it shouldn't be nowhere near 100% because who is he? You know what I'm saying? What Big J was saying earlier, like he's out of balance. So he has to deal with that, and we should see him struggling with that, and that they definitely should probably show that. And like I said, the repercussions of his past is like, okay, so what part are we going to deal with? The fact that no one knows your name, the fact that you kind of created all this, the fact that you know so much, but you can only do so little. It's a lot. It's a lot, and you have to add that to the 10 to 15 bad guys that we got in this movie. It's just a lot going on that they got to squeeze into the intro of the new trilogy, I guess. So I don't know. I guess I'll say like y'all say, I'll wait for the trailer and then I can see what's really going on. So what you got, cuz?
For me, the overall is fine as far as I figure he'll be going through a lot and everything. The time jump, I agree with BA. I wish it wouldn't have been as pronounced. Because yes, he wouldn't have been able to get it at MIT without his transcripts and stuff. But I feel like he could have did like a GED and did a placement and went to SUNY, the State University for New York, around Manhattan or something, just to give us a little bit of college time, like the junior, senior year or something to that effect. Just to show the progression, because it's jumping from this high school student to an adult student. So that's where it's going to be interesting, and I think that's where a lot of this. Just now, I thought about it. With all these characters that they villains that they're showing, I think that's going to be the montage. If they do a montage about his fights, I think that it will be him fighting these guys, these villains early on, and hopefully it could show like he's trying to study or something to that effect, and then have to leave and go fight as well. But I think that's the thing that I think that we'll end up missing or wishing that we had was the college years for him. because that's a progression. That's a massive progression going from your high school years, college years. Even if you don't go to college, it's just a progression that happens within those 4 years of trying to do work and everything like that until you're a full-fledged adult at 23 and up and stuff like that. So that's where which we would have been able to see him mature in that way, and I think that they're taking that from us that I wish we had. But yeah, overall the synopsis is fine and definitely understandable. But I just wish that we wouldn't have the time jump. I think that shorten the time jump, if anything, would have been better. But 4 years is crazy. A lot changes within 4 years, especially growing up. What you got, Ralph?
Oh, we can say something, BJ?
No, I was just thinking this is kind of like if you think about the Toby trilogy. It's almost like in Spider-Man 2 when Toby was struggling with being Spider-Man, but he was the other way. Remember, he started losing his powers because he had all the other stuff going on. So I think this may be that version for Tom Holland. You know what I mean? Where he's struggling with with balancing life and Spider-Man, and then we like to what BA was saying. You guess about relationship wise. Like we said, we heard rumors that either he's roommates or that MJ moved into his building. But then there's another one. They were talking about a new casting that what's the name? I forgot the woman's name. Not Mary Jane, but Gwen Stacy. They said that she may be in the building too.
Oh, Gwen Stacy. Yeah.
They believe she also lives in the same building with Peter and MJ, and that would be interesting. That could be a little. And then we also heard that perhaps when she went to college, that MJ started dating Norman Osborn. So
yeah, I heard about that too.
There's all kind of little relationship wise, that could be a whole lot going on for him to deal with. Where the woman you're in love with is now, with somebody else, and then you got this other woman who's interested in you, and you know what I mean. So it like I said, it sounds like it could be a little messy for him personally. On top of all the other stuff he got going on with extra limbs and organic women, and you never know what's going on with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
bro. I'm with y'all. Him going to MIT and him working for the Daily Bugle, it's like part of the Spider-Man lore. And so we don't know. They didn't say anything about the Daily Bugle, so he probably could be working for the Daily Bugle. We don't know. But the MIT part, like you said, scripting straight from high school, you want to see that progression as he go from high school to college to being a full-fledged adult or whatever, like we've been seeing here in the comics. So we're gonna skip that whole entire middle piece and just go straight to him being full-fledged adult or whatever. Because I think they said something about he's gonna actually be 22 years old now. You know what I'm saying? Because from college to now, 4 years or whatever. So. I mean, like I said, we're going to see. We're going to see, like BA was saying, we gonna have to see a trailer or something like that, man. Because like on the surface, we're seeing it, and it's like, oh, okay, you know what? It's a little questionable, but we gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? It's Marvel. We'll see what they're talking about. They're taking Spider-Man in a whole different direction. They're trying to bring it back down to the Spider-Man that we kind of know of today. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna kill him or anything or poo-poo him right now until we see a trailer. But I mean, the premise sounds good. Now, this right here also is going to, now this is what I'm hoping. Like I think BA said it. We saw him being a little kid in adolescence. He was kind of making a lot of, I think Cuz heard me say that before. He's making a lot of those like kid mistakes and all that stuff, and I'm hoping now that he kind of got all that out of his system. Like I said, being 22 years old, like hopefully he's an adult now. You've been in these situations before, you fought aliens and stuff in outer space and everything. So hopefully now you kind of know how to move now as Spider-Man or whatever. I'm not saying Spider-Man didn't make mistakes or anything, but it's like it's different from you making like certain mistakes compared to like making little kiddie mistakes. Like some of the kids' mistakes he was making, like, bro, you ought to know better. That's dumb. It makes no sense. Now you being an adult, now you kind of move a little different. You know what I'm saying? You don't play around as much. You get to it or whatever. So that's why I'm kind of like hoping that they do. And that's really the main thing I'm looking for is how they're going to handle him as an adult now instead of being a kid and making those kid mistakes. But y'all got anything else you want to add before we move on?
He's still gonna make those same mistakes. I guarantee you. You're gonna be looking at the same thing we said about Grogu. Like I'm tired of seeing him being so infantile. Like you should be fighting a little bit.
Yeah,
it's something similar to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be making these same little kid mistakes or the way he's thinking or whatever. And it's just like, dude, you like 22 now, dog. Like when you gonna grow up or whatever like that. Who is your mentor to tell you it's time to grow up? That kind of a thing. So I'm expecting something very similar, and that's why I got like I guess a slight negative outlook on it. I'm not, it's not. I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad movie by no stretch. It's just it's gonna be certain scenes when I'm like, yeah, all right. It's like Steve Urkel still doing the same Steve Urkel stuff when he's like, in college and stuff moving. Like, yo, come on, dude, you can't. It's not funny no more. Try different jokes. I don't know. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like when he had those glasses, those Edith glasses, like stuff like that. Like, bro, come on, man. Like you that's a childish mistake, like, or whatever, right? Like you've been in these situations where you know that don't make any sense, or that were dumb or whatever, right? So like you said, you being 22, hopefully you didn't learn and your aunt didn't die. You know what I'm saying? That should help you grow up faster or whatever, right? Because you have to literally be on your own after she passed. The fact that, like I said, you've been fighting aliens, you've been with the Avengers, all this stuff, man. It's like all this stuff should culminate to you being a full-fledged adult now, man, and not making those same childish mistakes and stuff in the movies. That was the one thing that kind of irked me or whatever. And I know my wife was like, "Oh, well, he is a child." I'm like, yeah, but when I was reading the comics back in the day when he was in high school, yeah, he'll make that one mistake, like that one hero mistake, not a Peter Parker mistake, but a hero mistake, but he'll correct it. With this one, like he just kept compiling on mistakes. It's like, bro, and then like I feel like he kind of lucked up in a lot of those wins. It's like that's not how he was. I mean, like I know. Don't want to be that's not how you do it in the comic guy, but that's what we refer to with these characters or whatever. We see how they were in the comics. It's like that's not why he was in the comics, but I mean, like I said, I'm gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait to see how that go. But hopefully, like I said, I hope it works out. I hope they correct it or whatever, man. It's a whole new director and all that, a whole new vision. So we'll see how that goes. All right, man. Let's see what we got up here next, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into the quick hit. So Marvel reportedly does not want to split Avengers Secret Wars into two parts. So let's see what we got over here, y'all. So this is what they said right here. Oh, my bad. And where you at? Remove that. Okay, now. So this is what supposedly they said is the reason why it's not going to be a two-parter, which does kind of make sense. It says they believe it's too difficult to schedule an enormous cast. I mean, it's going to be everybody and their mom in the movie. And they don't want to pay Robert Downey Jr. big salary again. I think that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. BA, what you got on this, man?
Y'all believe if y'all want to. It's gonna be two movies. I still believe it. And that's just how I feel about it. They can still they still recording the same thing. It's just like these people record like 4 or 5 hours of footage. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like you're not recording extra scenes and all this other stuff, and then things got to get condensed, dragged out, or not necessarily dragged out, but cut off here, cut off there. This scene was cool. We're gonna put it on back in the day, put it on the DVD copy, on the Blu-ray copy, so you can see this and you can see that. Come on, man. So I'm just saying they just want to keep a lot of footage and just stretch it out to two parts. That's all. It's not saying that it's gonna be like, okay, we got to shoot one and then shoot another one. After that, no, they just want to have two movies. They're gonna have about probably like 5-6 hours of footage total, and they're gonna make it into two movies. That's it. Why cut out 3-4 hours where you can just make it into two movies? That's just how I feel.
What you got, Cuz?
I agree with BA. You already got the footage. Just split it in half. They talking as if they don't like money. Like, what are we doing right now? So you want $1 billion movie instead of two $1 billion movies. Like, I'm not understanding this. Now we'll have to see when it comes time to for the release, because if you only end up doing one movie, that movie's going to be crazy long, and then also you're still going to be cutting out a lot of information as well. When you have you do your regular filming, have all this film, and now you don't have to do as much cut down because you have the two movies, and you can maintain a lot of the movie integrity as far as storylines, and don't have to have plot holes and stuff like that, because you're able to discuss it and fill in a lot of the information as well. So after we watch the movie, you don't have as many questions. And then when it comes to Robert's salary, it is what it is at this point. The with him, like you knew what you were signing up for when you decided to bring him back. Should have had a plan for it as well. I understand that you only wanted it to be the 2 movies to say one Secret Wars, but you're just gonna have to figure it out when it comes to this contract. Like that's what lawyers are for, to figure that out. You have a big bank, go use it and use your lawyers as well to figure it out as well. What are we doing right now? This makes no sense for this size production to be worried about one of their premier upcoming movies as far as like, we just trying to schedule the cast and we don't want to spend all this money. What are we doing right now? Everybody wants to work with you and for you. Everybody has been working around you. You already have this time already blotted out to for them to be in the UK and stuff. Use that time there. You already have them to get your shoots off. Like it's, I don't know. This makes no sense to me. What you got, Big J?
So I don't believe the first one because, yeah, like I said, they could easily just do both of them at the same time, But the second one and then the other parts of it to come in, I can see because it's not just Robert Downey Jr.'s salary, his $50 million per movie that he was making, because then you add another $50 million onto that budget. On top of that, you have to pay Chris Evans for another movie, Chris Hemsworth for another movie, and I guarantee they're not making $500,000. I think from what I heard, I think both Chris is probably making around 16, 17 million, and then you also pushing back
close to 20.
That's what I'm saying. And you also pushing back other movies because remember they're supposed to be starting to do the X-Men movie, and then there's all these other stuff, and then the Midnight Suns project. Yeah, man.
So I don't think you have to push back. If you already have if you were already planning to have Secret Wars drop in December, your one should just drop 6 months prior. So you'd have your Secret Wars, was it June, and then you have your final Secret Wars in in December, and so everything stays the same afterward. You're not doing, instead of having it at the end of the year and going into the next year, both Secret Wars drop next year.
They could have did that if they would have continued filming when they were shooting Doomsday, but remember they took a break and started back up now.
Yeah.
And so, like, to me, like, you still got to do all the editing and all the special effects and all that stuff. So I don't know, man. Like I said, to me, but it's not just salary; it's also negotiating contracts. Because remember, in each contract, you negotiate a number of appearances for each person, which means like Spider-Man, they negotiated with a new contract for Tom Holland. He was supposed to do, I think, was it 3 Spider-Man movies and I think 3,
like two or 3 movies, something like that, or 3.
Movies, yeah. So if you burn 2 of them up now because you split that movie into 2, that means you got to renegotiate another contract for him. And so all that it does start like a snowball rolling when you say, "Oh, we just gonna split this," because then everybody's getting, like I said, Thor was talking about he was gonna come back for 2 more movies, And so once again, that's another appearance now because now he's in 2 movies. So now you got to negotiate a new contract with him. All that just for, hey, let's split this and try and make some extra money. It is more than just paying people money because, like I said, you have to redo everybody's contract for all the appearances you did, and you got to adjust the money for all those appearances because usually it all scales up. Because remember, like the first Captain America movie, only made $300,000. I think when he did Avengers, he made about $20 million. Avengers Endgame, I think Chris Evans made $20 million instead of the $300,000. So every time he shows up on screen, you have to pay him some extra money. And I think that's also because they said they believe he was cut from Fantastic Four because they say they shot scenes with him. He was supposed to be a mystery person on Fantastic Four. And I think they cut that scene because that was another appearance to bring him back. Because remember, the rumor is that Chris Evans, Captain America, was taken by Loki to the 828 universe to hide because he had messed up the timeline and he couldn't be there. And so that's why he was able to live on the 828 timeline and not affect what was going on. Because remember, everybody wondered, well, why wouldn't he be around for all the stuff that was going on with Vietnam and all these wars? Because he wasn't there. And so once again, but by not putting him in, they kind of saved that appearance of him for showing up. And so they could now, okay, we can add you to something else and put you in another movie and another appearance.
That makes sense.
That's what your lawyers are for.
Listen. So I'm gonna clarify some things because once I kind of started doing a little research, it started to make sense. The fact that if you're planning to split into 2 movies, then that means that you have the idea of making 2 movies. You're not splitting a movie that you don't already have yet. So that means you have the idea of making 2 movies, which, like what BJ was saying, all that stuff makes sense. Now, if they had a shot the movie and then split it in half, like say, i.e. a Hobbit, you know what I'm saying, like the last Hobbit movie, which they actually shot the movie and then they split it. That's 2 different things. So everything BJ is saying is right. It's a whole lot of more stipulations. Now you're gonna have to pay Robert Downey Jr. for another movie. That could be $50-70 million. We don't even know for just that one movie. And you're already paying them $100 for 2 or whatever, right? So that wouldn't make any sense. So with also too, what you were saying, the fact that if they do make 2 movies, which is what it's going to be, because they haven't started shooting it yet, they're going to make 2 movies. If they make 2 movies, like Big J also said, that's going to push back production on everything else that you have planned after that. Because Secret Wars, unlike Infinity War and all that, I know people were talking about, they had an Ant-Man movie in between there. Like, yeah, they did, but this is a different situation. Once Secret Wars starts, remember they're gonna have a battle world. You can't have a whole different story of something going on while there's a battle world going on. You can't say like, well, I'm over here in New York, why this stuff is going on over with the Avengers. No, everybody's going to be affected by that. And so you're going to have to push back production on everything else that you had planned, right? We're going to talk about a movie here in a minute. They're going to have to push back everything. You're going to have to like I said, renegotiate contracts. You can't just have these people play, oh, well, you're already in the first one, so we're just going to keep that salary for the first one, and it's going to count for the first one and the second one. No, you're making 2 movies. You haven't made the movie yet to split it. You're making 2 movies. I'm going to need my money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff hinders the fact that they can't, that them, I can't talk. Them trying to split it into 2 movies. It does make, I believe what they're saying. It does make sense. Like I said, once I start kind of reading into it and everything and find out why, like, I mean, kind of like what you were saying, because that make no sense. Just split the movie. It's kind of hard for you to split something that you don't have yet. So you're going to actually be making 2 movies from day one. So that's why they're saying that what they're saying about all this stuff, like what BJ was saying, all that stuff makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of stipulations going to go with that. It sounds good on paper. Oh, you got a long movie, just split it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no guarantee that because like one guy was saying, if you actually go back and read the comics, the story leading up to Secret Wars was actually longer than Secret Wars. So that's why that movie is considered to be 3 hours long or 3.5 hours long, because that one does have a lot of things going on with it before you get into Secret Wars. Because Secret Wars is contained into this one world. It's a battle world. That could be 2.5 hours. They don't have to be 3-4 hours or whatever, right? You contain that into 2.5 hours, maybe 3 at tops. So for you to have to try to add something else along with that, it's not going to make any sense unless you're going to have Spider-Man on Battle World doing something or whatever, which I don't see them doing that. Everything's going to be contained within Secret Wars. And so that's why you can't have anything else while Secret Wars are going on. You got to wait till Secret Wars are done, and then you start doing other stuff. So especially they talking about doing an X-Men movie, right? The X-Men is going to be whatever the outcome is of Battle World or Secret Wars or whatever. So you're going to definitely have to wait until Secret Wars is over to have an X-Men movie. You can't have an X-Men movie in the middle of the Secret War movies and say, well, this actually happened after Secret Wars. Well, damn, we know this happened after Secret Wars. Then we know what happens in Secret Wars. They don't die. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I agree with you though on that one, BJ. Like I said, I kind of went back and was reading some stuff, man, and that's what they were kind of saying too. I was like, now when they put it in simple terms, you can't split something that you haven't made yet. Now, if you made the movie and split it, okay, bam, hey, let's go and get these 2 movies out. But if you haven't made it yet, then you're making 2 movies. So, but we should say something else, BJ.
No, I was agreeing with you, agreeing with me.
Never mind. I agree with BA and Cuz now. Never mind. Changing it up. But let's see what we got up here next. Speaking of movies, so this is one of the other movies that's supposed to be coming out after Secret Wars. So filming for X-Men is expected to begin later this year in the UK, which makes sense. All right, because he got the shirt on, which makes sense because we do have the director. The director been sitting at the house for 18.5 years. All right, so I think he's ready to get started. I think we start hearing rumors of casting and all that. We're hearing rumors of Sadie Sink being Jean Grey. I pray she's not, but you know how that go. Cuz, think about this, man.
I'm excited about it. That's why I got the shirt. That is coming up. It's finally made it to the X-Men. We knew that it would take a while for them to finally get into the X-Men. They want the other sagas when it comes to the MCU.
Hold on. When did they buy Fox?
2017.
Yes, 2017, and they said it will take a while before they
he said 5 years. Okay, never mind. So yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
said 5 years.
Yeah, they said it would take a while before they start introducing the X-Men into the MCU, and so we finally reached that the other side of that wait to start seeing them more and more. So this is exciting to know that the filming is around the corner as well is fantastic. They will also should begin the idea of who will be who moving forward as well. When it comes to everything, because it's going to be a lot going on. It's going to be a lot going on, especially going into the mutant saga. Still dealing with Secret Wars as well. So yeah, this is exciting. This is very exciting. What you got, Big J?
Like I said, no, I'm looking forward to see who they cast. And yeah, like Rel was kind of hinting at, because of the purchase. My understanding was that the deals that they had the contracts had in place with Fox, they would have had to keep the same cast if they started production on a movie within 5 years of the last movie.
5 years, what it was.
And so that's why they couldn't even start production on the movie.
That's why they said wait. They said gonna wait 5 years, something like that. After 5 years or whatever.
Yeah, they had to wait it out to even begin production. They couldn't even do pre-production stuff until that time. Otherwise, they would have to bring back that whole crew from the First Class and all that stuff, which they were trying to avoid. They wanted to be able to set a whole new universe up. So once I figured that out, I was like, okay, we just ain't gonna get it for a while, So I think now that they've cleared that hurdle and they now started production, that they can introduce everything properly. And so yeah, looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do. Who's the director for this one? I don't remember.
What's the boy name from Thunderbolts? The Thunderbolts director?
Was that Matt Shackman, the one who did WandaVision?
Bro, what is his name? Was that who it was?
I thought so. Hold on, let me see.
Hold on. Yeah, see real quick.
I'm looking at it. Let's see. No, Jake Schreier. Jake Schreier. Okay. Yeah.
Nah, because the WandaVision director, showrunner probably directed something, ain't he?
So Matt Shackman did Fantastic Four. Jake Schreier did Captain America. Wait. No, that can't be right. No. Let me look and see his movies, because I know they said it's Jake Schreier.
Jake Schreier. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, Jake Schreier did Thunderbolts. Yeah,
that's him.
So and he also did
he's going to
Skeleton
direct
Crew. Okay, he did Skeleton Crew. Okay. So
when the showrunner for like
he was also he was showrunner for WandaVision too.
Yeah, I thought he was affiliated.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
But Matt Shackman he directed it, but then he also did Fantastic Four. So
No, I'm sorry. I'm getting names confused. Jack Schaefer did the showrunner for WandaVision.
Yeah. Jack Schaefer's a woman. Yeah, that's a woman.
So I apologize.
Yeah, Jack Schaefer's a woman. I thought so too until I saw it do, and I was like, wait, what? But yeah, it's Jack Schaefer's a woman. Jack Schreier's a guy.
Yeah, Jake Schreier. Yeah. So Jake Schreier is the one. So Jack Schreier is the one who did WandaVision.
No.
Jack Schreier did WandaVision.
Jack Schaefer did WandaVision. Jake Schreier did Thunderbolts.
Okay. Now, I got you now. I was gonna say like, dang, okay. I was gonna say WandaVision was attached to something. I couldn't remember what it was. Connected somehow, but yeah, that's what it was, I guess.
Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff. So he directed Beef, some other stuff.
Beef was okay.
Not bad.
If it's filming later on this year, that tells me like they really got like some things in order. Like they really got like you're not still casting, are you? Like this late in the game, like if
they probably already got him. Just ain't announced it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's pretty cool. Then that means they got everybody they want to have. And now we can really get through some, we can get past the fan casting part of it. Now we hear like this is when we play this. Okay, how is this person going to look playing this? How is this person going to look? Like we can start doing that. Then you're going to start seeing the AI images come on and stuff like that. It's just when you have concrete stuff, sometimes it's just good to have that. And now we can kind of really move forward. No more guessing, no more of that. This is who we have, and then we're gonna rock with it. If we like it, we like it. If we don't, we don't. So that's kind of it's like I guess I guess the word I'm looking for is like it's an exhale kind of thing. This is like refreshing. Like, okay, cool. We really about to get the X-Men in the MCU. Like it's happening. So like, the fanboy in me is like, like jumping like, yeah, this is just a great feeling. So we now it's like, okay, how you gonna mess this up? Like it's just one of those things now. Like, all right, now how you gonna we here, you got it, like you got the package. Now are you gonna fumble it? That's what you're like. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's just where it is now. So but it's cool though. It's like it's so, like I said, I guess it's one of those things where in a couple months, I don't know whether what's going to come out, it's like the D20, like the Disney showcases and the Marvel showcases, the Comic Cons of the world and stuff. One of these events they're gonna run these people out just like they do for the Avengers and all this other stuff. And then that's going to be unfortunate. That's must see TV. Like we're all waiting for that. So it's not a chair watch kind of a thing. It's none of those things. So I think it's I'm anticipating it now, and now that we have something concrete, I guess as concrete as you're going to get. Like, hey, we're planning on filming on later on this year. Cool. We even got a location in the UK. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So let's rock out with it. So
in the UK.
Right. So it's like, it's just like a fanboy part of it. So like that's what we are. We really don't have nothing else. We don't have anything else to go by, but other than like the behind the screen, behind the camera people, like we know them. But it's like, hey, let's see the actors and the actresses and let's have some fun with it. So yeah, that it's good times right now for the X-Men franchise.
What you got, Good?
It's exciting. Like I said before, it's I agree with BA. For them to get to this point, they absolutely have the cast. Since it's going to be later this year and they have the cast, I think this will end up being a Comic-Con reveal, welcome people out type of situation. This is going to be. This is what I think is going to end up happening. They're going to be walking people out for that, just to bring up the excitement, because it's going to be a combination. What they're preparing to build is the mutant saga. So you need to go ahead and bring up the excitement of your next X-Men while also bringing up at this point, you're about to start dropping Doomsday within the several months. Spider-Man should be is released in summertime, then Doomsday, then Secret War. So, and your next saga is the mutant saga. So yeah, you got to start building up that energy for the X-Men. Summertime. It's Comic-Con. You walk them out. This is going to be Cyclops in the future. This is going to be your Jean Grey, your Storm. I think this is where you start introducing people.
I'm looking now. They got some suggested names as far as rumored castings.
Mm-hmm. Are they nice?
So they got Harris Dickinson for Scott Summers. Of course, Sadie Sink, Jean Grey. They're saying Rogue is Marvel.
Hold on. How old is
29? The Cyclops. 29. Sadie Sink is 23.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm looking them up now to see what we're looking like.
Yeah, what the age looking like?
Because Margaret Qualley is who they send Rogue. She's 31. She looks young though. She looked like a kid.
Okay.
I'm looking at it, and then who that Beast? Beast is the one that's kind of weird, but he's older though. They're saying Jesse Plemons for Beast. Do you remember him from wasn't that dude from Breaking Bad, Jesse Plemons? Yeah. And then for Kitty Pryde, they're saying Julia Butters, which I don't know her, but she should be young.
She young?
She is 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's right.
Hold on. So
that tracks.
Go back to the Scott and the Jean Grey part.
Yes, sir.
That's a big age gap, man.
6 years. 6 years.
They probably like in the same age range. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying 6 years, and if he don't look super old, he looks, once again, he's another one that looks like he could be a kid. You know what I mean? I'm looking at his pictures. I mean, he's in shape because there's a picture of him from some movie he just did. He's in shape, but he also looks like a kid.
What's his name?
Harris Dickinson.
And Sadie don't look 23.
Yeah, she
looks a little bit older.
And then I looked the last.
It will work out.
And then the one that's talking about for Mystique,
you gotta see them. You gotta see the pictures. They
look at her Schaefer, the one they're talking about for Mystique. She's 27, but once again, she doesn't look super old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, this will work. Everybody said most of the people are still in their 20s. You can be able to age them to stay in if they're older than mid-20s, then you can age them to look young 20s.
Oh wow! And then I'm looking. The girl for Jubilee is a girl Trinity Jo Lee Bliss, 16 years old.
So they are gonna have her.
Yeah. So we got two 16-year-olds for Kitty Pryde and for.
So you gonna have Katie Jubilee. And Jubilee.
Yeah. And then Mystique 27, which that's fine. Like I said, if you look at the pictures, they look like relatively young people. And like I said, the one that's 31, she looks young. The Margaret Qualley. Margaret Qualley. She's supposed to be who did I say she is? Rogue.
Oh yeah, but Rogue will be older than Scott New, no?
Rogue is old. I mean, Rogue is
old. She's older. She's a little bit older. She's not much older, at least. But she's
And Jesse Plemons.
I don't know about her though. I don't know about her.
What you mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
She don't have a bunch of makeup on.
She don't know. She
you did have to be sugar.
Not that. I gotta see how she talks. I mean,
you don't have enough sugar for you.
I don't know. Let me
not
see
at all. But
you talking about which one? Margaret Qualley?
Yeah,
She's from Montana.
Yeah, I'd rather just have twins. Yeah, somebody. I just found someone from Louisiana or something. Yeah, man.
Tennessee. Found somebody from Tennessee.
It's called acting, sir. It's called acting.
No.
Yeah, man. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see on both fronts.
Yeah.
Most of it. And look, we all got to agree on Jesse Plemons because he's from Dallas, so we need to go ahead and root for him as Beast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But this my thing is just thinking about it is that with them starting filming, they're gonna want to bring it up. So this summer I think we're at Comic-Con. I think they will announce the future of the X-Men.
Did you see a Storm in that list?
My wife.
I don't see a Storm on here.
Yeah, you see Storm?
Don't see a Storm.
I don't want to see the movie. This movie gonna be trash.
Hey, Rel, I'm on the same boat. That's why I brought it up. Like, homeboy, like we missing some African history here.
Jay said, you said Katie. Exactly. Like, excuse me. You said Katie Pryde and Jubilee, but you didn't say Storm.
Yeah. I didn't. I'm not the one making the list, sir. I ain't the one made the list.
No. What you read off.
No,
what you read off. Like,
there's gonna be a Storm because there's no way you have the X-Men without Storm.
Exactly.
Oh, she's gonna be
unless they're gonna like find some way.
That's really what it is. She's gonna be in
something like that or whatever, right? Like they gonna like get her from you know what I'm saying? So
isn't she Kenyan?
I don't know.
I know she's African. So
she's from like Cairo.
I think it's like very close to where Wakanda would be in real life, like from where she was from. So that's why it's not in the list because she's not gonna be in a movie like that because she's gonna be a part of Black Panther 3.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to sell it, my guy.
Yeah,
I'm trying to sell it.
The Storm is going to be there. I have no doubt. I think they're careful with Storm. It's because of I think they know us because it's the same thing when it comes to Black Panther. Like you wouldn't just throw out a list of random folks to play Black Panther. You wouldn't throw out a random list of folks to play Storm because that's a massive character for us.
Storm is Kenyan, like I thought.
Kenyan?
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought she was Egyptian.
I forgot what I was about to say.
She could be older too, though. Because if
my wife
Damsel Interest is 31, then she could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like 28.
Yeah, 28. How old is your friend, BA?
Oh, Jamie Lawson's 28. Oh, randomly. Totally random that I thought about that.
right there. You know what I'm saying?
Just at a silver platter.
Yeah, that
Right
they memorize. What's her birthday, man?
My birthday, 28, 5, 8.
I think it's in
June what?
September though.
The episode, look, September 19th. Look at that. Stalker.
That's funny.
That's easy.
She's from DC, man. It's just you gotta show love to people that's close to you. You know what I mean, you gotta show love. Man.
That's fantastic.
I believe it's in September.
Hey, I was going to close. I was going to say, you talking about Jesse Plemons? My wife cannot stand this. She called him the evil Matt Damon. You say he like evil Matt Damon.
He plays evil characters so well.
Between,
he played him so well.
Homeboy that died, and Matt Damon.
He's going to play
Eric Dane.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes.
He's going to be the younger version of him in that new Hunger Games movie.
There you go.
He's gonna play the younger version of him.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, they could get the other dude from Plano, Alan Tudyk. Everybody likes him.
Oh yeah, I like Alan. I know he's from Plano, but I like Alan.
Everybody like Alan Tudyk, man.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. He's gonna be busy playing number 4, Big J. You trying to put too much on the plate right now, bro. Just relax.
Let the man work.
All right, let's go see what he definitely working. That dude definitely on the job. He works for something.
He works.
He stay working.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got for next, y'all. Check this out. Chris Hemsworth says he will return as Thor a couple more times after Avengers Doomsday. That's for BA right there. Tell me you're gonna be dying tomorrow. We got some ideas to do something pretty unique again. So people have been talking about this online, right? I think we already talked about it when he had the last Thor movie with Taika Waititi. How he went super duper goofy. People are kind of scared that they might go super duper serious like they did in Thor. You know, what was it? Thor, The Dark World, because he went real serious in Thor: Dark World, and then went super goofy in the last Taika Waititi movie. So it's gonna be interesting though. But what you got on this, BA?
As I said previously, I did say that he was going to die, and he couldn't fully see the big picture of the script that he was given. So yes, he's going to die in Doomsday, but yes, he goes to Valhalla just like everybody else in his crew went to. He gonna see Jane over there chilling. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna come back in the next joint and then be like, Thor, rebirth or whatever, reborn or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like duh. Like it's just Chris, come on, you gotta know the character, my guy. Like you spent too many years as Thor just thinking that was gonna be it. You got some epic Thor scenes left up in you, Paul. Like that's Thor's a beast, like you know what I'm saying? Like and I think you just kind of just you right on the surface of what Thor really is. And I think the next upcoming renditions of Thor, you're going to start seeing like real King Thor out here, really wrecking havoc in these streets, and that's what we want. So yeah, like I said, so I'm glad they got ideas. I'm glad they started to understand the Thor character itself, and you can really dive into it. But yeah, of course he's going to die and he's going to come back, and I see maybe 3-4 movies. That's a couple. And I just think that he's just throwing it out there just to get it out there. But as long as he can stay in shape, is as long as he's gonna be able to play Thor. I'm not saying he's going to Hugh Jackman in pause, but it seemed like he's along that line, and it's okay because Thor does look a little bit. He looks older as he goes along, and we can kind of keep in line with Chris Hemsworth as it is now. So, yeah, shout out to Thor, man. It's a lot left in it.
Yeah, I think you think Asgard gonna be back after Secret Wars?
Asgard is a people, not a place.
Okay.
Boom.
Being all philosophical. I see. What you got, cuz?
It's kind of like what we had talked about a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, if it's the Infinity War, your Infinity War going and your Ragnarok Thor, that was a good Thor. The Ragnarok and the Infinity War, he was going through a lot. He was more stoic. more serious, but not too serious as well. He can still get off some pretty good jokes as well. Because the one thing that MCU makes sure is everybody's gonna get these jokes. But it's what has me curious is what level. Because with Secret Wars, it's going to be between Doomsday and Secret Wars. It's going to be a lot going on. It's going to be a lot of death. It's going to be a lot of destruction. They're after Secret Wars or during Secret Wars, they're going to end up seeing someone that looks like an old friend, and that's going to hinder them as well. Just so being able to see what how Thor reacts to all of this is going to be interesting. But I am excited to see him reprising the role a little bit more. As for Thor, he's been by far as that character. Like it's hard to see anybody else play that in the future because he's done it so well. So it's going to be exciting to see what they have going on in the future. What you got, Big J?
Because you already starting it. Folks gonna be like, "That's not my Thor." Somebody cast somebody else. Here we go.
yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I think it'll be the honorable thing to do is allow him to pass it down to the next Thor.
You got BJ.
So I was gonna say, I think that Infinity War, and that's kind of why I trust the Russo so far, because Infinity War to me was the most balanced version of Thor. He was funny, but he was heroic. He had some of his best scenes, like with the, when they were with Eitri making the what do they call it, Stormbreaker, when he was taking the hit from the star, and then when he showed up at the battle in Wakanda, and that bring me Thanos, all that, So they had some of his best.
Didn't aim for the head, all that.
Yeah. And now they screwed it up a little bit with Endgame when they did Fat Thor, but we ain't gonna talk about that one. We're gonna talk about the good one, not the bad one.
Let's talk about that real quick, bitch.
Let's unpack that.
Look, I always get enough hate, get enough people say I hate on everything, so I'm giving props to good. So we're gonna leave it at that. We ain't gonna talk about no negatives right now. So we're gonna leave it at that, and we're gonna see.
Even your positives sound negative. It just sounds.
Me being encouraging and hopeful is like I don't believe it.
Yeah, it just comes out in a negative way or something. I don't know.
That's disingenuous.
Very snack biter verse type ish.
Hey man, look.
What you got?
Now listen. I already figured this was gonna happen because Kevin Feige even said. Because when he's talking about his age or whatever, I think Chris Hemsworth a little over 40 right now, so he just barely turned 40. So it said he got a long way to go, man, when it comes to playing Thor. So I always kind of saw that being the case or whatever. So this really isn't new to me. Now you talking about different movies, BA? You talking about he gonna be in other people's movies, other Avenger movies, or you talking about he gonna have his own like movies? You gonna get 3 or 4 more Thor movies, or?
I don't think about 3 or 4 Thor movies. That's like 7. But but I can see it like maybe 1 or 2 Thor joints close to the collabs, and maybe maybe a Guardians of the Galaxy type of a collab where he's kind of there, but he's not, just some cameos here and there. I think that's
me out here. Leave.
Yeah.
Well, question. Hold on.
Nothing crazy.
Real, you brought up Thor. You said you was asking how old he was. I didn't hear BA chime in with his age and date of birth and his address and zip code and all that. What's going on, man?
He is not. I think he's is he Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. That's when I stopped caring right there. That's when I stopped caring.
Oh, he's from Australia. Now, listen. If you're talking about doing more Thor movies, so you telling me we're gonna finally get Beta Ray Bill?
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
Yes.
I heard it for the next because I think for Thor 5 or 4, whatever. Thor 5. They're talking about Beta Ray Bill.
Well, hold on. Another question: where Beta Ray Bill gonna be wielding? Because he already has Stormbreaker.
Maybe they're going. Maybe they're giving back to Jornborg or whatever. Maybe he'll get Jornborg and give up Stormbreaker.
That's what I was wondering. So they're gonna make Mjolnir again?
Well, they said Mjolnir's supposed to be in Secret War Doomsday. They said Steve gonna have it. That was in one of.
Okay.
They said he gonna have the one that Jane had, the one that the broken Mjolnir. They said that that Steve's gonna have it. Remember, there was pictures of that. There was pictures of those pictures that leaked about a month ago. There was a picture of Steve holding Mjolnir with like a leather jacket on.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it about a month ago. There was a picture just him. It was like, these were leaks, and they were like, people thought it was CG. I mean, AI or whatever. But it was a picture of him just holding Mjolnir in street clothes, and I was like, I thought that, like, why would he be having Mjolnir? But remember, he took it back when he went on to take all the stones back. He took Mjolnir with him. Yeah, and they showed he had Mjolnir. So I was like,
let me ask you this, because this is something that always bothered me, and I'm glad I'm on a panel like of your stature, of you guys' stature. If he did that and he had Mjolnir and he went back in the joint and he did something that will be what a lot of people say that he stayed there, got with Peggy and did his thing with Peggy, so on and so forth. That's very selfish of him to do that. That is very unworthy of him to do that. So can he still kind of carry that joint around like that? Is that plot armor or something like that? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like he did something that he wasn't supposed to do. Like he wasn't supposed to do that.
He gave up his life already, man.
All these sacrifices. So Ali ended up going from all the way up here to like right here.
So he had something to give. He had a little wiggle room there.
Wiggle room.
Technically he wasn't there around that time, so he could just step right in and just fill the shoes. So you know what I mean? He's there, but he's not. You know what I mean? He's there, but he's not there. He's just an ice or whatever. So it doesn't really count.
He was a capsule.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I mean.
But here's the thing, though.
Now all that gonna mean is he gonna be in ice forever? Because like, there's no point.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because would they stop the excursion and still going out there and looking for whatever they was looking at for originally? I don't think they were originally going out there to look for him. They were probably looking for something and then ran into him out there in the ice or whatever. So.
Probably the Tesseract.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
or you could say he knew where he was at, and he could have unthawed himself. Hey, let me go ahead on and let y'all know where he at, and then let that version of Captain America go ahead on and be with Peggy. No, he said F that. Let him remain on ice. I got it. I got it. I subbed myself in.
But see, that's why it makes sense when they were talking about the whole Loki moving them to the different timeline. Because if he did that, because it said basically what we supposed to hear, and that may be in that post-credit scene when they re-release Endgame. Remember, they're supposed to re-release Endgame in September, and that could be the post-credit scene where they show, Loki shows up when Steve went back and was dancing with Peggy and just moved him over to a different timeline because, hey, you can't be here. You know what I mean? And that way he still gets to keep Peggy, and they get to live their life, but it doesn't interfere with any of the stuff in the 616 and the Sacred Timeline.
Yeah, I can see that. That's gonna probably be another trailer we get to Comic-Con, because like you say, Comic-Con. We're gonna probably wait till Comic-Con to get the dang Avengers trailer.
You think they're gonna put that in the trailer? You think they're gonna make you pay the money to go see that in that Avengers Endgame re-release like they gonna do?
No, they're making pay for it.
Though.
They might drop another trailer for that, but I don't see them waiting that long. Because that's September, October, November, December. That's like 3 months.
That's direct hype. I'm sure they're gonna have a trailer, but I bet they won't put that in the trailer. I'm telling you, I guarantee they won't put that behind the paywall.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean,
to make you go see it.
At that, I'm gonna say at that point, you're getting to the point where the trailers need to start telling what the story's about. So I could probably see something like that. Yeah, I could see that. But I think the first actual trailer, not that little teaser we've been getting, but the first trailer will probably be Comic-Con. I'm guessing. What's that? That's 6 months out. About 6 months out. So
yeah,
because Comic-Con is June or July?
There's a bunch of them. Talking about San Diego.
I think it's San Diego. Yeah. I think it's July because I think D23 is in August.
Yeah, because it's right after it.
Yeah. So it's right after it. Yeah. So it might. Yeah. So it's about 6 months.
What is it? July 23rd to 26th.
Yeah. So 6 months.
You can go buy your badge right now. It's on sale
for $200 million.
I'm trying to look it up, see how much it costs.
I know me and Cuz been talking about doing that for years, but it's like as time went on, it's like harder and harder to get in there, especially the Hall H. So I'm just like, we'll just hear about me at the house, man. So all right, see what we got up here next, y'all. Check this out. An animated Venom movie is officially in the works at Sony, y'all's favorite studio. It says it's unknown that Tom Hardy will return to voice Venom in the film. He is involved with the movie though. Well, what you got on this, cuz?
I'm okay with it. As far as the animated, he portrayed Venom pretty well. So it's understandable that you'll want some of his connection to it. But yeah, I'm okay with them having an animated Venom. One thing that Sony has been able to do very well is animation. And so what I'm curious of if they would do this Into the Spider-Verse type as far as like the style of animation, or would it just be more of your simple style? Because if it's going to be next level, like it might take a while to come out, just for how intricate it can end up being. But I like it. I like that they're going animated. I think each of these should have a animated movie as well. What I wonder is if they would allow it to join in the MCU. Would it be standalone? Would it be the part of the Marvel animated universe? Or would it just, like I said, be by itself? So that's what has me curious more than anything is where it will connect, or just be a solo thing. What you got, Victor?
I'm gonna answer that for you. It's not gonna be part of the MCU. But go ahead, BJ.
I figured, but I still gotta ask some of the questions.
I would prefer if they did it along the lines of the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Like if it was in that same vein and style of animation, I think it'd be cool.
That would be dope.
That Jack Kirby type.
Yeah, just let that cross over. You know what I'm saying? And then it could finally have Venom and Spider-Man on screen together.
Oh my god.
I already seen him in animated form. I already seen him in animated form before, BJ.
Yeah, but that was 500 years ago. We talking about recently, you know what I'm saying, with that updated technology and actual quality scripts, not, the stuff that we've been seeing, the boo-boo.
Shots fired. What you got, BA?
This is great. This is what I would love to see. It's better than the movies, like the real life action movies for me. Like this is Venom. This is the symbiote. This is, just that constant motion, constant creation, constant movement, and things like that. Like that's, the redefining different shapes and things like that. Just going through like different stuff. Just that's what I see of Venom as, and Venom and his symbiotic crew, Carnage and all these other guys. So it's like I'd rather prefer animation over real life any day when it comes to Venom. If I can get like a series based off of that, that'd be great. To me, it don't matter the animation style. Just as long as it shows Venom being Venom. Venom, his mouth going for different sizes and things like that. Just the constant of just redefining his own original shape is what Venom really is. And when you see him in the movies, is very much watered down compared to what you see in the comics and other things. So I do appreciate for it to be animated. So when I seen this, when I heard this information, I don't even need Tom. I don't need Tom to voice this. There's people that sound like Tom. You can get anybody that has a similar voice pattern and similar cadence to Tom. That ain't hard to do. So don't so you ain't even got to pay him to do it. So he can just be a producer or whatever the case, and he can still get some benefits from it. But he don't necessarily have to give his time, because I don't want to work on his schedule when it comes to that. So when the person's ready, let them go on and do their lines, call it a day. We don't need too much. So yes, I'm a proponent for it. I prefer this over the other, and I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, same. I don't know what the animation style gonna be. You don't necessarily have to be Tom voicing it or whatever. It could be his own little standalone. You could finally probably do Carnage right. That's for one, because I feel like they didn't do him right in the movie too. So that'd be one. Could probably tap into the lore. A little bit more of the symbiotes, the different symbiotes and stuff like that. The Life Foundation, all that stuff could be. They could do that. The actual Lethal Protector, actual storyline with this one. Like, so I was wondering, like, is this going to be like part of this an animated version of Tom Hardy's Venom, or is it going to be like just some random Venom story that they made up on their own or whatever? That's going to be the question, because it's Sony running this, so telling what's going to happen, man. Now the animated stuff been on point. Now, granted, it's only one animated thing. You know what I'm saying? Now they got a whole laundry list of animated stuff, but their animated thing has been successful. So we're gonna have to see. And now they get Phil Miller and Laura and all them whatever to get to do this, then hey, sign me up. Because they seem to be killing it with the Spider-Verse. So we'll see, man. Hopefully, hey, they kind of do it in the same vein as Spider-Verse. I wouldn't mind it being part of that universe. You know what I mean? Like get Miles Morales or something like that, to fight each other, whatever the case may be. I'm not mad at it, man. All right, fellas, let's go. We got one more topic here. Well, it's a multiple topic, but it's like all part of one story here. It says Man of Tomorrow is seemingly being retitled to Superman Man of Tomorrow. The film will begin shooting in a few weeks. So that's going to be attached to this right here, y'all. Check this out. So this is some stuff that here's what the rumors that are being attached to some of the stuff that James Gunn has been doing. He addressed it here on I think it was Threads. I think he addressed it. So check this out. He says Man of Tomorrow has not changed its title. Man of Tomorrow is not filming in a few weeks. So people thought he was going to be filming in a few weeks. It's actually going to be filming around the time he said, it originally said it's going to be April. That's when they're going to be filming here pretty soon. So in a couple months, they'll be filming. But yeah, the person asked him, is it true that they changed the title? He said, nope. And then we got this right here too. So this is the same tweet. I don't know why they didn't change it, but Gunn is not rushing the Batman trilogy ahead of Brave and the Bold. Somebody asked him that also too, and he said no. Paradise Island is not being shelved. That tweet right there is not attached to that. I actually saw the tweet that he posted, and he also said no, it's still it's still in development. It still will be released. So they're not shelving Paradise Island, which I think he said something about that before. I can't remember. I could be wrong, but yes, they're still making Paradise Island. Let me give it to the resident James Gunn hater in the building. Big J, what you think about all this, man?
I agree 100% with whatever James Gunn said. I support him wholeheartedly and look forward to watching all his projects.
Oh man, it sounds like a politician, sir. What you got? You got BA.
One, they got the J. They got him. I don't know who, but
Got you, Jay.
James Gunn and his crew got him.
The snipers.
With that being said,
got the red dots.
All right, just like the Superman thing. All right, that's your thing. I don't care. I'm talking about as in James Gunn. That's your thing. All right, so you want to keep it Man of Tomorrow? That's cool. I don't think we care. I don't like as it already happened. It's not like it's still like it is what it is. Whatever you try to decide the title of it is cool. We still gonna think of Superman. So it's if Superman's in it and he got like a significant role in it, then it's Superman, and then whatever else is coming at it. So that's what I guess the average person is gonna think. Yeah, you see a Superman movie, you're not gonna be like, hey, yo, you see that Man of Tomorrow movie? Nah. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. And the Batman thing, I agree with a couple heads out there. Colton from Screen Crush as well. I've seen the video. Like he's not rushing it when it comes to the Batman Matt Reeves joint, but at the same time, he has the open window to finish it. And it's not like it's one of those things where like I'm not telling you to hurry up, but I'm telling you got my full support. And you wrapping this up, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't see me say hurry up, but I'm telling you, like, let's get this thing rolling. So you have no obstacles in your way of finishing this. So, and yes, you already greenlit for the third one. So yes, you can start writing the third one soon as you we can start writing it.
Because we talking about?
You right, BA. He can. You're right. He can. It's two different things. He can and will.
We understand, and I think he's going to look at his Batman as Spider-Man. I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to the Marvel was Marvel. Marvel was rolling, and then they got Spider-Man, which is before 2008. You would think that Spider-Man is definitely a part of the big three when it comes to anything Marvel related.
Right.
So what I'm saying. So they're going to use Batman as the all right, you think that is getting stale, you think it's this, you think it's that, we're going in a different direction or whatever. We're going, hey, we might actually start pushing the Justice League or whatever. Boom, here's Batman for you to just get this thing rolling and to give it a spark and things like that. So he's going to use his Batman for that because he knows he's going to have to wait on. He's going to wait. So I guess that was the main two things that I got from it. James Gunn is going to be James Gunn. New ownership, new this, new that. They might push his hand a little bit, but it's still his project. It's still what he wants to do and when he wants to release certain things. So, I'm okay with it. The only thing I didn't like was the season finale of season 2 of The Peacemaker. That's it. So far, everything's good for me.
Whoa. Don't do that. BJ's favorite episode. Don't do that, BJ. Don't do that.
I'm sorry. What you
I mean, yeah, these are pretty simple rumors. But when I saw that Superman Man of Tomorrow, it was like, I thought he said he hated the colons, like having a name and then colon phrase. Mm-hmm. So that made sense that when he said no to that. And then also the Batman rumors as well, being able to clear that up. Because waiting to the end of the trilogy is much different from this season, the second one, waiting on the second one, especially with dealing with Matt Reeves. So these are pretty simple rumors that I end up dealing with. But this is also James Gunn being as open as he can be with a lot of it and minimizing the amount of how much the rumor mill can take up as well. Just to keep from anything causing any issues. Because I feel like that if they said that he was going to wait for Matt Reeves' trilogy to run through, and then it ends up taking forever for it to actually happen, where did Red Dot come from?
Look, man, I'm just here to support James Gunn, so whatever happens. I ain't said nothing. All I said was everything is going well. So look. Just go on, move on. Just move on. We're gonna talk about something else.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. I might do that on another show. I might take that joint. That was pretty good, Jay. I give you that.
It threw my whole thought process off. But when it comes to like for the Batman, I think that he thought that there would have been a means as far as folks will start to see that there's an issue within the DCU because you're waiting for the Batman trilogy. Now it's taking forever. You still haven't introduced Batman. Now it reversed, and now you actually do have Batman coming out. So he just nipped that in the bud as soon as possible with that. So that was more like cleanup work more than anything else. So, which is appreciative from him. What you got, Ray?
Listen, the fact that when he said that, when that guy asked him about are you waiting until the end of? So let me go ahead and put that out there because BJ shared it with us in the group. Daniel RPK is the one who put that news out that he was going to wait until the Matt trilogy was all the way through and then he's going to drop the Batman. So that's where he got that from. That's why he ended up addressing that because people were asking him that on Twitter or Threads or whatever. And so it like y'all saying it, but y'all not seeing it. We all know how Matt Reeves move. It take that dude 18 years to do one movie. Do y'all think this man's going to wait 18 years to make a movie because you moving slow? Like this character is one of the pillars of my universe. And I'm gonna wait till you get done with yours, knowing that you move at a snail's pace. No, bro. Like, hey, get this Batman movie up. I'm gonna drop mine to 28 or 29 or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm guaranteeing he probably got an idea who they want to cast and everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
absolutely.
Yeah, that you know, man, he already said that already, man. That he kind of hinted that. I think was it at Comic-Con? I think he talked about it. The fact that he's gonna wait till they release his, and then hey, I'm gonna drop my movie next. You know what I'm saying? So if you wait till, because for one, Matt Reeves, I don't think you want to, mess that relationship up between him and DC or whatever, making him rush to put a movie out because we know he don't move like that. Not everybody at James Gunn where like BJ be saying, he be sitting on the toilet. I got 5 movies already written. I'm ready to go. Let's go get them in production. Not everybody move like that. He's the complete opposite of James Gunn. Y'all remember the story of the tortoise of the hare? That's the tortoise in the hare right there. One guy moved completely fast, the other guy moved as slow as I don't know what. So, Yeah, let that man take his time. Now, y'all heard me say, if they decide to cut it off at 2, I'm cool. They cut off at 2. Not to say like I don't like the movies. It's just like, yo, you holding up this universe because you moving at a snail's pace. But if they decide to do 3, if James Gunn say they go ahead and do 3 while he squeeze his Batman movie in, that's fine. I'm cool with that too. I want to see as much as I can. You know what I mean? But if you're talking about him waiting on him to finish his 3rd movie, we're not getting the movie then. Y'all know how he moves. Now, it does make sense. You're right, BA. It does make sense. You would think common sense would be, hey, you working on this script right now, just work on both the scripts. Or get an idea of what the script is. No, I'm just saying, BJ, that's common sense. You work on the script as it's going right now. But he's not doing that. Let me wait till the movie go out. Wait to get the DVD, VOD. You know what I'm saying? Let me wait. Then wait till hit on HBO Max. See what everybody say about HBO Max. Okay, now I want to write my movie now. Like, bro, you already went in with the idea of it being 3 movies. Why haven't you gotten the general idea of what the 3 movies are? That's the same thing I used to have with Kathleen Kennedy and them. Like, you already know you got 3 movies. Why don't you have the general idea of what these 3 movies are going to be? You knew from the get-go. You announced it yourself. 3 movies. Okay, bam. Let me go ahead and get the idea of my 3 movies out. You doing it one at a time, 10 years apart. But within the movie, it's supposed to be within 2 weeks. Like, come on, bro. So, in the Superman one, I'm going to tell you right now. Yes, technically, he did not change the title. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to put your hot toys on this one, BJ. They're going to change that title. Mm-hmm. Yeah, your hot toys are going to be safe, I'm telling you. They're going to change the title. It's going to be Superman Man of Tomorrow. Why would I tell you? Because the marketing department is going to be going to be over that other than James Gunn. It's like, hey, we feel like we get more eyeballs if you put Superman in the title instead of Man of Tomorrow. It's going to be Superman Man of Tomorrow. That makes sense. Which is why I also think they took out Woman of Tomorrow out of Supergirl. It's gonna be too close to each other. You have Man of Tomorrow, Woman of Tomorrow. Take the Woman of Tomorrow out this movie. We're gonna make the Superman Man of Tomorrow for the sequel. Why would I tell you? Like I said, technically he did. Technically he did not change the title. But wait, we not there yet. Matter of fact, they haven't even started filming yet. Because the same thing happened. Remember, it was supposed to be Superman Legacy. Remember, it was Superman Legacy for like 7 months. Then I said out the blue. Matter of fact, wasn't it like? I don't think were they done filming when he changed the title?
Yeah, they were done. I thought they were done.
I thought they were done.
Yeah, because remember they finished pretty early.
Yeah, and they finished early. You're right, and I think they changed the title around the time they got finished. So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, they got time. It's gonna change the Superman Man of Tomorrow. Why would I tell y'all? So, like I said, technically he's not wrong. He did change it.
I don't think so. You know what he may do to get around all that, so he won't be lying.
What's that?
Is to just put the Superman emblem in front of Man of Tomorrow or something, like not put the word Superman, but put the symbol.
I think what they're going. Yeah, I think what they're going.
That way he can say, "I didn't change
right.
the title. It's always been Man of Tomorrow. I never,
So, yeah, I can see that because that's gonna be the only way. Like that name, like Man of Tomorrow, is like a lot of people don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't picked up a comp, my wife don't know what Man of Tomorrow is. You know what I'm saying? But if you said Superman Man of Tomorrow, oh. That Superman movie, I'll go watch that. I know it's a Superman movie or whatever. So that's gonna be on the marketing side, but that's where Safran steps in. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. But I could see that though, BJ. What you said, they're gonna throw the Superman logo over the back, Man Tomorrow over there or whatever. So that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all we got, y'all. Let's go ahead and turn the page, man. Get to these questions and comments. We can call it a morning, or should I say afternoon? All right, man. See what we got up here. Got Priscilla. He says, Priscilla, right? Says hello. Okay. Hello to you too. Welcome to the channel. Salon, what up? He said, what's up? I couldn't read the synopsis without hearing Stan Lee's voice. RIP. RIP to the GOAT. The GOAT. He just said Storm. Yeah, we were talking about that. BJ said he don't want to see no Storm in his movie. So, you know how they go. ABC says hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to the channel. And that's pretty much it. He put a lot of dots. You know what I'm saying? I guess he wanted us to address this hello immediately.
What is
so? But yeah, hey, you got Yeah, if you're new, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We answer the questions toward the end of the show, man. Every episode. But yeah, listen. With all that being said, man, we definitely appreciate everybody geeking out with your boys. Y'all already know what to do, man. Hit that subscribe button. Join us here every Tuesday evening, Saturday morning. We'll be back here on Tuesday, y'all. Like I said, if you want to cop some merch from the channel, simply scroll down to the description box below, click on each of the links to the shirts, and get your shop on. And also, everybody hit them likes. Everybody hit them likes for us, man. That help continue to build that algorithm up, man. So we had a few more subscribers. We definitely appreciate that. Still trying to grow the channel. Still trying to get to our first goal of 500 subscribers to the channel. So try to help us with that. That'd be much appreciated. With all that being said, man, it's your boy Rail. Got Cuz in the building, Big J, BA, Cuz we geek. We talk about all things in the geek culture involving movies and television. If you haven't went to go see it yet, man, go to the movies and go watch what's the name of the movie? Gotta find a name. I just watched it the other day. Pretty good. Oh, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Y'all go watch that movie. It's pretty good. A lot of kookiness going on in that movie. Sam Rockwell is the star of that movie. It's pretty good. It's off my birthday. But listen, y'all. Like I said, we'll be back here on Tuesday. Stay geeked. And we out, y'all.